Hey guys, my name is Fortune Heroes from Teammisplayed, here bringing you a quick little deck profile, as well as introducing kind of a new thing I'm going to try with most of my videos, which is a little face cam in the bottom left, my left, your right, no, your left as well because I'm stupid, corner of the screen to kind of give you a personalized thing, as well as I'll explain it more after the deck profile, as well as some of the ideas of what I'm actually doing with the channel. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. This is Satellarknight, and you're actually going to see a couple of duels with me actually using this deck, so that you can see some of the interaction as well as some of my face while I play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. Anyways, getting into the deck, here we go. One Satellarknight, a Nook, or two, sorry, late night. He dumps stuff to the graveyard. You want to see Deneb in the graveyard as much as possible, or as fast as possible. So in other words, it's pretty okay. Two Altair, or three Altair, sorry, again, late. God. Three Altair, because, it's needed with Deneb. And it opens up more of the combos in the deck because it's a rank 4 deck. You need as many cards that allow you to do that. Triple Deneb because it's the searcher of the deck, so why not have the triple of the searcher in the deck, as well as triple Vega, which allows you to extra summon a turn. So I mean, it equals 3 summons at the end of the day, so why not? And then finally for the monsters, 2 Maxi, because you're going to need as much hate towards decks that special summon lots, aka Burning Abyss, Infernoids, what else? Necros, except Necros not really, because Shared Ride probably would be the better thing. What else? I think those are the only ones that I can think of. Shadows maybe. But yeah, so that's all the monsters. For the magics, we got 1 Argeki, because why not? It's a generic destruction card. 3 Rhoda, because if we didn't have enough searching the deck already, why not put more, is my theory. 1 Soul Charge, because you're going to need something to help you steal games, and Soul Charge can steal games if you play it right. Triple Upstart, because 37 card deck, plus you should be able to reduce your opponent's life points without having to use all 3 Upstart, but if you need to, be my guess. Triple MST, because why not? You need to be able to end Cleafort's plays as well as stop Burning Abyss. I think that's about it. 1 Book of Moon. It's generic, so why not have it? It kind of disrupts your opponent. And then 1 Snatch Steal, because stealing your opponent's monster is actually pretty cool. And Snatch Steal is a pretty good card. So that's it for the magics. For the traps, we got 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, because Bottomless Trap Hole is a legit card in the meta right now because there's a lot of things you can stop. 3-Dimensional Prison, because you need stopper cards like this because it stops your opponent from going at you and killing you. 1 Compulse, generic, why not? 2 of the new card called Oasis of Dragon Souls, because it's not as good as Call of Haunted because it changes the typing of the monster that it summons to a worm, so you lose that you lose the warrior mark on it, so you can't make stuff like Excalibur, even though Excalibur, as you can already see, isn't in the extra deck, but it's still very generically worse, I guess, when I don't know, it's the best way to put it is just like, it's not as great as Call of Haunted, which, by the way, triple Call of Haunted, now that we're talking about that, because you want to be able to, Deneb search, Altair, summon search, Vega, Altair, Deneb search, or dump. Yeah, there's not much I can say about just that, just dump. But yeah, like I said, Call of Haunted kind of does that. Stellar Nova Alpha, why not have a card that sacrifices a knight negates a card, destroys it, and then you draw a card for destroying it. Why not? And it's a counter trap. And then one Solemn Warning to round off the traps. For the extra deck, we have Satellarknight Diamond 1, only because, you know, it's not good at multiples. It takes away from your extra deck. But if you don't know what this card does, it can overlay on any Satellarknight monster. Excuse me. Satellarknight monster XC during main phase 2, and then when it's on the field, your opponent can't send cards from the deck to the graveyard, as well as when a dark monster activates their effect, you can detach a card or a XC material from it to negate and destroy it. So I mean, it's pretty cool. And then Delteros 1, because it's not better than Triste or Trevor. Sorry, not Triste. Trevor or Trevor. It stops your opponent from stopping your normal and specials, and then you cannot, and then when it's or you can detach one to like, destroy a card on the field, and then when it's sent to the graveyard, you can special one from your decks, which is alright. One Dark Rebellion, it kind of can get over some problem cards if you use it right. One Omega, because Omega is kind of necessary, not necessary, but like it's there, and it's okay because it stops spell and traps from destroying it. Two Trevor, because Trevor is like amazing. When you exceed summon it returns every monster on or every card on the field to the owner's hand. Then you can detach one from it to send the card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. So I mean, that's good already. And when it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon any of your knights from the graveyard, especially him. So he makes himself reusable, which is kind of cool, because like you can sacrifice Trevor to a Nova, negate something, then use Trevor's effect to bring him back, and then main phase 2 you can overlay on top of him for Knight, and you just become better. Let me see. Oh, this card. Okay, I'm checking that while it has extreme materials. Sorry, I was trying to see if it made Knight's effect different. Anyway, 101. It's not generically good right now, but it is generic 4, so why not? One Heartland Draco, cause why not? Heartland Draco's awesome. It lets you get in on your opponent if you need to win the game. Two Castell. In theory, my theory is that Castell will be better than Honor's Arc now, because Castell can bounce cards back to the deck, and running at 2 is pretty good because why not? It saves you from being destroyed, and it makes them have to waste resources to regain that card. So, one Exile Knight because Mass Destruction, Digesto Emerald because you can pick, you know, cards and get them back and return them, and you just pretty much recurse or you can recycle your deck pretty much with this card. One Abyss Dweller, generic. One Cowboy, Steel Game, and Rhapsody because why not? I might replace that with Excalibur Blade Armor. Not sure which one yet. But yeah. And then the side deck, as you can see down here, it's not necessarily a thing that you should be concerned with because it's not necessarily meta. It's not a meta side deck yet. I've just been piecing together stuff. I haven't necessarily put together anything. In fact, I haven't played many matches in a while. I play a lot of singles just to test the deck in the game because I want to try the main deck before I can get into, you know, actually talking about side deck cards, which I'll go into a video about what my thought is about siding in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! In another discussion video, which I'll talk about in that video. Now that we've come to the end, I'm going to kind of explain why my face is in that corner, because I actually want to put a face to the channel now, not necessarily take away from what my other teammates did or what they do now, but more so as to, you know, give you a face to know who exactly is actually contributing to the channel, as well as a kind of closure for me so that people know who I am, as well as know how to, you know, find or who know what to look for, I guess is the best way to put it. As well as it's a good way of showing off how I look when I play Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, not a lot of people not a lot of people agree that that's a good thing, because a lot of people don't necessarily come to a channel or come to Yu-Gi-Oh videos to watch someone look at while playing, but like, it's good to know what a person looks like when they're playing certain things, because, you know, you get to understand some new like mechanics, as well as learn poker faces, all that stuff, which and this is another video's discussion, as well as kind of, you know, understand your opponent. And then finally, uh, kind of going into the channel itself, I'm planning on actually doing a lot more with the channel. Not necessarily because, you know, I have more time, but the time I have now is kind of to me now. I kind of don't have much going on for me anymore. I'm in the transition of a move back to, or out to New Orleans to become a chef, so it kind of not a lot of things going on for me. I'm not necessarily going to school right now, but I'll be going later, which then I'll kind of slow down on the channel, but I'll be working a little bit, and then, you know, that's about it. I kind of don't really have much after that, besides, you know, just studying and doing this. So yeah, I'll go into more detail if you guys would want it, but other than that, I kind of don't want to, you know, waste time, especially since I've already deck profiled the actual deck, which, you know, you're seeing right here. Well, and know that there will be a bunch of videos coming out with me dueling with the deck, so I could show you, you know, sort of how I play the deck, as well as kind of my reaction to playing certain decks. So that's it for me. I'm done babbling on like an idiot. This has been Fortune Heroes from Teammisplayed, signing out. Thank you guys for watching, and continue to support the channel, albeit a small channel, and I'll see you guys next episode, or next video. Till then, take care.